Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of ESS BIZTOOLS and ESS Small Business. Today I want to talk to you about how your business can survive the current problems that are affecting Australia and indeed the world. The difficult times have been caused by the COVID-19 coronavirus, and in Australia we also had an extraordinarily bad run with natural disasters. Droughts, bushfires, floods, and cyclones all took their toll and caused a lot of problems to farmers, primary producers, small businesses, and medium-sized enterprises, basically throughout Australia. But the coronavirus has topped all of that and is making life very difficult because it's not only an economic challenge, it's a very significant health challenge to Australians. So we've got the situation where the government is issuing business lockdowns, and the Prime Minister on Sunday night announced some, and again on Tuesday night he announced some further ones. And obviously if your business is in those lockdown categories, you have to shut. And that is going to cause significant disruptions to you unless you can make some modifications. For argument's sake, cafes and restaurants who are able to introduce drive-through facilities for the sale of food or home deliveries for food have been able to survive at this stage. What can be done in your business if you're in those lockdown categories but are not a food business? I think it's time to be doing a full review of where your business is at to determine what you can do to bring in some changes. And in the first instance, you need to sit down and look at yourself first if you're the CEO or owner of your business. You need to get yourself motivated if you're wondering a bit and a bit hesitant about what the future brings. You need to be positive. You need to write down a plan. You need to talk to your team, and then you need to work towards implementing that plan. No one else is going to do it for you. Your accountants can assist you. Your lawyers can assist you. Your marketing people, your IT, your web consultant, your human resources consultant. All these people can help you, but you need to be the driving person making all this happen. You need to have that vision. And hopefully it's not going to be that you've got to be in this warlike vision forever. Hopefully it's only a further 6 months. I don't know what to believe on what President Trump has said in America today, that he believes he can get America to sort out this issue by Easter. I'm assuming he means Easter 2020, and it's only about 3 weeks away. I don't know what rabbit he's going to pull out of the hat to achieve that, but the whole world will be in awe if he achieves it. The reality in Australia is Prime Minister Morrison is saying this is at least a 6-month exercise, so you need to get your body to accept that reality, that it's a hard slog for at least 6 months, and it may go a little bit longer. There's some industries that haven't been affected so far, and if you're supplying them and doing work for them, hopefully that's going to be able to continue. The manufacturing industry, the mining industry, transport, tradies, small contractors, retail, other than retail that's been specifically mentioned in lockdowns. And there's now quite a number of those, of course, but there's other retail activities. Food stores are okay, supermarkets are okay, except for those specified businesses. So what should you do now? I think you need to, first of all, come to grips and have a clear understanding of what the possibility is of applying for a loan or a grant, or being able to receive money because you're eligible for it under the coronavirus stimulus packages. The coronavirus stimulus packages don't appear to have an application form. The assessment is basically going to be undertaken by the tax office in most cases when your business activity statement is lodged. So there's been some changes there. And for businesses with turnovers under $50 million per annum, if you're paying PAYG tax for your employees' wages, you can basically claim up to $50,000 each quarter, calculated at 100% of your PAYG tax liability for your employees. Up to $50,000 per quarter you're going to be able to get as a credit in the process calculated by the tax office. So in the first instance, I think you need to be positive. You then need to have a good look at your business. What's the likely income to be on a week-by-week basis for the next 6 months? What is the team that you then need to service that business? Then you need to make some very hard decisions as to which team members you will retain and which team members you will let go at this stage. That's a difficult situation. You may need to talk to your human resources consultant. And if you don't have one, if you send me an email, I can supply you the name of a very good human resources consultant. You then need to go through the key suppliers of cash to your business, your debtors ledger, your investment in inventory. Can reductions be made in both of those? Have you got surplus assets that could be sold to get cash, so that you can then prepare a budget and cash flow forecast so you can sit down and have a discussion with your bank? Now, you might say to me, oh, we went and saw our bank 4 weeks ago and they weren't very interested. Well, things have changed because in the last week, the banks have been given access to a huge amount of money. Over $90 billion has been made available into the Australian banking system by the Australian government and the Reserve Bank of Australia. And the condition, as I understand it on that, is that that money is to be lent to small businesses in loans up to 3 years period, starting from 1 April. So now's the time to be having a discussion with your bank. First of all, though, getting your house in order, clearly understanding your financial position, knowing what is likely to occur over this next 6-month period, then talk to your bank and see what can be done. If you're a company and you've got a good track record, you might be able to raise some capital under Section 708 of the Corporations Act. And if your accountant is unable to talk to you about that, you can send me an email and I will give you an overview of how that can be done. Within ESS BizTools, we have produced a range of material to help small businesses. We have that available on the small business website. So it's www.esssmallbusiness.com.au. We have 4 separate packages that are available. Some of the items are free. Others cost $11 to $22. That's some of the papers. And then you can subscribe to some product packages that are priced from $69 through to $250, including GST. We have a special webinar on Wednesday, 1st of April at 6:30 p.m. AEST, 7:30 p.m. AEDT, where we are going to go through the latest update on what is happening in this whole process for small businesses and medium-sized enterprises. And we will be updating the webinar material we've presented today to record further decisions from the National Cabinet, because they're meeting every couple of days and coming out with pronouncements and in some cases additional funding, which we want to keep you informed of. If you've got any questions, please send me an email, peter@essbiztools.com.au. And if you're interested in obtaining the 10-point checklist that we've prepared on coronavirus, you can click on to the post for this particular video on the social media account, and we'll be able to get access to it on the ESS Small Business website. Have a great day and good luck with your business strategies and reorganization to survive these difficult times. Have a great day. Goodbye.